Okay folks, this will be a challenging one. I don't know how this is going to work. It looks a bit minimalist in the colours, in the tones. The patterns are a bit minimalist, a bit dark. Let's see if we can make it look any good. Going at 400 for this. Okay, let's see what this item is. It is a business tie. So we're interested in the thick end. It's not that thick, it's quite thin. And these pins, not pinstripes, these shapes. Sorry about the bad camera work. I'm just trying to grab this silly business tie and putting it on the glass where we want it. I'm going to move it while we're running it at 400%. Yeah, that looks really quite nice. It's a good start actually. We just got the hand there. We've got the rest of the page filled up. So we're going to make this into something more interesting. Going at 114. Actually, we're going to make it 100. We don't want to make it too big. But I'm really missing a loved one. Let's see how we go. Even though I'm missing a loved one, I've got to keep going with what I do. And these demos are important. They're very important, folks. Important for my future, that I get in touch with my future husband, Luigi. And I really miss him. It's extremely difficult living without someone you love. When you feel like you've been made for love. And now we've got the the toner out correction. Wondering if we're going to do it. I think we're going to do it. We can open and close the front door, but actually we're going to just open and close the front door. We'll get a bit of extra mileage out of it, as much as we can. I'm thinking maybe I should have changed it, because if I'm caught between whatever, so the features are still in play. Now that looks really quite nice already, but I'm really missing my partner and I'm trying hard to get in touch. We're going to use this. We do like it. We're just going to cut off some of this bits there, these voids, but I really miss my partner and I'm really trying to get in touch. It's not as easy as it looks trying to get your stuff out there on free-to-air TV. It just is a difficult thing to do. It feels like the world's against me. It doesn't feel like I'm able to do anything to make anything happen. Anyway, that looks interesting, but it looks a bit too much like I've enlarged it too much on the vertical. But I really miss my partner and it's really difficult trying to find him. still a bit much vertical. We still need to maybe stretch it a bit on the horizontal as well. Horizontal needs to stretch a little bit, so we're going to make it 120. We're going to make this also 120. Yeah, that looks better. We got a little bit there on the just over the void, but it looks good like that. We just got it just nicely framed, so I think we can use this. But I'm really lonely, and I'm trying my hardest to make my stuff stand out to find Luigi. A broken heart is a killer, folks, and it's not just me, it's him as well that needs to be reunited. It's not just about me, it's about him. It's about both of us. We both matter to each other. We need to get together to get reunited. It gets lonely for both of us. It's not just one of us or the other. I was actually thinking that should have gone darker, but we're going to wrap it up. I should have made it darker, I do think. Yes, I'm running with that. I'm going to go back and I'm going to make it darker. I'm going to get rid of the mirror image and we're just going to run it darker. It's going to look nicer. So these two pieces are a bit on the wishy-washy. We didn't need to lighten them up anymore, so we're just going to go back with a slightly darker setting. I'm going to run two for this. This is the original ones. The non-mirrors, and the mirrors will follow soon. But I really miss Luigi, and I'm trying hard to get this. This looks a lot better. You can see it's a lot blacker. The black is a lot much better, nicely defined. And the colours, that makes the colours better defined as well. But I really miss, I keep saying it, sorry folks, but I really do. It's really difficult being without a loved one, not having someone to talk to all the time, or someone you can relate to. I do see people, but I don't feel a connection, a real connection. Like being at work, I don't feel a connection. I'm basically a one-person person. I'm not a socialite, I'm not a mixer. I've tried doing those things and they just didn't work. Anyway, that looks really interesting. I think now we can call this demo quits.